welcome to Unlimited Lives, everybody. I'm your host, TJ. With me is my co-host, Ian. Hello.
Ba-boom. I'm going to say what you said. I like that.
Hey, ba-boom is great. Sometimes I like to say a ba-boom.
Ba-boom. Back at you.
I say,
I'm gonna make that a ba-boomerang and send it right back to you.
oh my God, boomerangs are so fun. Boomerangs are so fun. How you doing, man? How was the raid you were doing for WoW, right?
Good, man. I'm doing Castle Nathria. I only got through 2 bosses before I had to go, but super fun. Just raid contents can be really good, and we had a good time. You know, I think that's a big part of it. Is, are you having fun?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that, I know about video games. Like, I want to be like, hey, am I having fun? And if the answer is yes, I'm excited.
If the answer is yes, I'm smiling, I'm laughing. If the answer is no, I'm crying, I'm frowning.
Yeah, usually when I'm happy, I will smile. And if I'm not, I'll frown.
That's riveting. That's really interesting about you.
Thank you very much. I try to be as interesting as possible.
You are.
Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So you're doing your raid. That's fun.
Yeah.
That you like to raid things. The only thing I like to raid is the fridge. Am I right?
Oh, God. Do you remember the term corporate raiders?
Corporate raiders. I love it.
It's like when hedge funds like try to rip off and like steal and like buy out a company. It's like what they did at Toys R Us.
Oh God, I miss Toys R Us so much.
I do too, man. That video game aisle, I would spend hours there. Hours and hours.
Do you remember when because in Toys R Us, oh wait, talk again?
Then I couldn't anymore because they closed. So I had to find something else to do with my hours and hours.
Do you remember that in order to get a game, you had to bring the tag up to the front of the count? So for anyone who's too young and doesn't remember,
for any of you KB fucks out there,
yeah, for any of you KB fucks out there, KB Toys cucks out there, so when you went to the video game section of Toys R Us, it wasn't like it wasn't a glass case with a bunch of games in it. It was this flat wall, and it had the box, like it had like a plastic, like the Nintendo box. The game was taken out of the box, flattened, and then put into a plastic sleeve. And then you like flip the sleeve up to read it. Like you take it and flip the sleeve up, I think, and you could read the back of the game. And then it had right underneath the game was slips of paper.
Yeah.
So then you took the slip of paper out of the bottom of the game, of the little thing, and you wait, keep talking, Ian?
Yeah. I'm still here. This is all very true. This is fascinating.
Okay. Can you give yourself a little more gain?
Gain? I can
a little more volume. You're just kind of low, and I'm almost at max.
Hold on 1 sec.
Give me a little gain up in that biatch.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Keep going. Yeah, I'll tell you one. Keep going. Talkie.
I'm actually not even on the menu yet, so it's going to be a second.
Oh, the menu. Ooh. What do you want? A diner?
Oh.
What do you want? A diner? Do it slow though. Do it some more. Do it slowly. Do it slowly. Just because if you go too fast, I don't want you blowing yourself out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotcha.
There, Shane. Also, I hope it's not low on StreamYard. Matt Arcane says, dudes, I totally remember the Toys R Us wall of slips. It was a wall of slips of paper.
This is exactly what it was.
Little bits of paper. And you know, and if you walked in and saw no slips, the game was out. You're like, oh no, the game's out of stock. It was such a bummer. But you'd walk to the front of the register, give them the slip, pay for the game, and then they would send, like, then they'd have to go in the back and get the game.
It took so long, and I'm like, half the kids here are buying games. Why is it taking so long?
That's great, dude. Volume's perfect.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you so much, my sweet baby bear boy. So,
anyway, Toys R Us was for big, cool kids.
No, Toys R Us is the coolest kids.
Dude, KB Toys, it stands for Cuck Beta Toys.
KB was always like the most like it was like, you know, what is it?
Awesome.
Yeah. It's sorry, it was a message from the my bro hand.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the outlet mall. I guess it wasn't actually in regular malls, not outlet malls, but it was just a crappy version of Toys R Us where they wouldn't have half the stuff you'd look for. You'd see an ad for Go-Go Joe Frog, and then you'd go to try and buy Go-Go Joe Frog. KB Toys would say, "Sorry, we're too much of a cuck and a beta to have that in stock."
Yeah, they were like, oh, I guess you could go to Toys R Us where they have it. That's what they do, and they get really cute. And they're like, they might. Ooh.
Yeah, we're married to Toys R Us, and I want you inside of her.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone, these videos are on Twitch right after the show is over. They're on Twitch, so if you join the show late and you want to go on twitch.tv/unlimitedlivesradio and watch, you can. Also, they're on YouTube on Friday, so you can also see this on our. And there goes Ian. Ian's gone, and you could also watch these on YouTube, where you could see it. I got to get him a Ethernet wire.
No, that wasn't the Ethernet wire.
Oh, what'd you do?
I clicked on a spam phishing link.
Oh no!
Yeah, I thought KB Toys was coming back with a vengeance, but it turned out it was a false link. I'm just very easily scammed.
Yeah, well, I know you're easily scammed. Yeah, KB would be. Oh, I was saying if you're watching the video, you can see I shaved my beard. I shaved it wrong, and there's a it's too. Now I don't know what to do. I don't understand. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna shave it all off. KB was terrible. KB was if you went to Toys, I remember when I used to shop for Star Wars toys, and I was like collecting them, and you'd go to Toys R Us, and then if Toys R Us didn't have it, you'd then like go to KB and hope that KB would have it.
Yeah,
and
but they wouldn't.
Like KB always had like the scraps. KB Toys always had the scraps that they were. Toys R Us was like, oh, we're not going to carry that. No,
I remember like, dude, going to the store and trying to buy like Star Wars toys or whatever, action figures. It would be like, they'd have the worst selection of them. They'd have like Luke Skywalker, but then they'd have like the medical droid, and they'd have this random guy who is in the background of Mos Eisley, and it's like, where's Darth Vader? Where the fuck is Boba Fett? Like, why do I want these guys?
If 2-1B, they have like injured stormtrooper, and you're like, what is this? Was there an injured stormtrooper?
And then you look at it and you realize it's just that the paint is scratched because of manufacturing error.
Oh yeah, and it's not.
That's the only thing that's injured about him.
They had Bubba Fett and not Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
We misprinted him, so he's pink instead of green.
KB did have like it was just such a bad toy. It was like the store was small. It had that stupid toy soldier. Like that was their let's see, let's find it, because I remember KB, like the other reason that I like telling you guys to
their mascot.
Yeah, their mascot. The only reason I tell you to watch YouTube is me and Ian. It is a relatively visual show. I'll describe things as much as possible, but
yeah, except that you have to look at TJ, and that stinks.
I mean, it's listen, I hate it. I break all the mirrors like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, what was I remember, like, I'm trying to find the
toy soldier.
Oh, here we go. I found that living piece of shit. Hold on. Oh, let me. Ready? Boom! Look at that living piece of shit.
Oh, awful! Fuck that.
Look at it. Look how big he is. Yeah, I know he was like.
He's got like dark circles under his eyes, like he's been up all night drinking.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I gotta go in today. He's like 9mm full metal jacket, and he blows his head off on the shitter. Yeah, that was their thing. What did KB Toys stand for?
Cuck beta. Let me look it up.
Do you remember what the X band was? Oh, KB Toys, also known as KAYBE. Like, what are you doing?
It stood for Kaufman Brothers Toys.
Oh God, you know what?
What?
I'll be the first one to say it. Fuck the Kaufman Brothers.
Whoa.
Pittsfield,
Hey.
Massachusetts in the 20s. During the 40s, they got a wholesale company with a candy client. That's boring.
Ugh. That's pretty thrilling, actually.
Toy and hobby. Look at the O is like a spiral. Mystery, welcome.
Who do you think would win in a fight? This bitch ass soldier or Jeffrey the giraffe?
What a great, it's a brilliant segue. And,
it's a great, well, it's a serious question. I'm not trying to segue. So I want to spend 25 minutes talking about this.
I mean, I do that all the solo episodes that come out. I'm doing it the whole time, stretching it out, double space in that podcast, like we talked about. Remember, double space in that podcast and bringing those fonts up. I'm squeezing half an hour. I'm crawling at 28 minutes. I'm just like, here's the thing. The toy soldier, I mean, is he decked out like a soldier? Because he could just blow Jeffrey's head off, but Jeffrey does have reach and could probably bite his penis-looking nose off.
I don't know if he does have a gun, even if the toy soldier from KB Toys, he just looks like he's wearing galoshes.
Yeah, he does look like he's not dressed for war. He looks like a child that's like dressed for war, which is number one on this podcast. We don't joke about the army. It's this, this even looking at this image, it's highly disrespectful.
Well, I actually can't. I have a restraining order against me after I stole so much valor.
Oh yeah, you used to steal valor like you stole blood.
Yeah, so judge court ordered me to never talk about the military again.
That's right. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Deaf the soldier. You guys think the soldier, huh? This is why I like it. This is why I love having a chat. Didn't Mitt Romney didn't Mitt Romney put the company out of business? Mystery goes, I don't think he's a soldier. I think he's a band member. He does look like a marching band.
Oh, shit.
Right. He would, no one puts, it's such a long username. No one puts baby in the corner. He would turn like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters.
Maybe.
Yeah, he really would turn like a wooden soldier.
Well, I have a less interesting who would win in a fight question.
What?
Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh, a boo.
I know it's boring compared to who would win between children toy mascots.
I mean, the children toy mascots is cool, man, because he's like a band member. He's like, hey man, rock and roll. Do you know how much
he's not that kind of band member?
Yes, he is. Do you know how much pussy that soldier gets? Like that little soldier KB gets so much pussy.
No, that toy soldier would be like, hey, you have to go fight a giraffe, and you go, oh, but I wanted to practice my trombone so I could play a John Philip Sousa march.
A Sousa march. He gets laid because chicks are like, I'm not gonna screw a giraffe, but I'll screw this weird child soldier toy. Ladies, email the show. Would you rather have sex with a child toy soldier KB or the Jeffrey the giraffe? Please no. It's either pedophilia or bestiality. So you choose which one you do. We will use your real name when you email.
Here on Unlimited Lives, everyone has their choice between bestiality and pedophilia.
Yeah. I like that the people are joining the show just hearing us on bestiality. This is a video game podcast, everybody. It is a nerdy podcast. It is worse than pedophilia. They're child soldiers. So they're stealing valor and those children getting sex done to them. It's terrible on every angle. So who would win? King Bong versus Godzilla. Thank you, Mr. E. We'll keep that up. It's creepers. Do you mean is that because there's a new movie coming out?
There's a new movie.
Is it cool? Because I bet that's them.
Godzilla. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I don't see any way in hell Godzilla doesn't win.
I mean, it's definitely these two, right? The old King Kong from the 50s and that.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
definitely those two. So who would win in a fight? So what is this going to be, a show, or what is this going to be?
It's a film.
Like a movie coming out?
It's a continuing film in the Godzilla reboot franchise where they had Godzilla King of Monsters and then the first one too.
Just don't break up porn as film. Matt, that was my favorite thing when they kind of had us go down that rabbit hole, and he was like, "Oh, what did I do?"
It was pretty wonderful.
It was wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I'm just tired of hearing universe. Like, I know it's like, oh, but in the King Kong universe and Godzilla.
Yeah.
So,
did you ever watch they've done this movie before in like the 60s or something. Japan made a Godzilla versus
that's this image.
Did you ever see this?
No.
They had some bullshit thing in it where like Godzilla throws King Kong into like the wiring, like the power lines.
Mm-hmm.
And the people watching it are like, oh no, Godzilla threw King Kong into the power lines. Doesn't he know that King Kong gets all of his strength from electricity? And King Kong becomes super powerful. It's like, wait, what? King Kong gets his strength from electricity? Where the fuck did you come up with that one?
Also, do you think that Godzilla hired a recon team to let them know that the gorilla gets, number one, Kong does not get his power from electricity. That's not a thing. I don't care what the movie said. It's not a thing because Godzilla is the one with the electricity and King Kong's just a stupid fat gorilla that probably throws shit. Like,
yeah, that's his projectile weapon.
Doesn't he? It's my favorite thing. Doesn't that weird lizard ancient creature have the wherewithal to know that his enemy? Why didn't he watch YouTube videos of Kong? Does the Godzilla creature have the wherewithal?
Hey, welcome to tierlist.com/YouTube. We're here to discuss Godzilla, King Kong's, his powers, his strengths, his weaknesses, and his moveset. Godzilla's like, oh, this is good. I'm taking notes here.
And his moveset. It's so dumb. I love it. I love how dumb that is. Because it's who is Danky Kang. Oh, very fun. Very mystery. You were my favorite.
Well, I'm going to see it.
Oh, here's the thing. Godzilla would win. He's fought crazier creatures. And Godzilla has like electric fire breath while Kong could just fart. Like there's nothing there.
It's the same as like, you know, why would you go watch Freddy versus Jason? Everyone knows Freddy's going to win.
Yes. Yeah. Because Jason is technically like he's a mentally ill zombie.
Yeah. That's gotta suck. Not only is your brain rot and you're mentally ill too.
Yeah, you drowned, so you've like your head is just destroyed. You're a walking corpse. And then Freddy was like a child murdering. Freddy's more dangerous because Freddy would convince the parents that he's like, hey, can I watch your kids? And they're like, sure, Fred, you're nice. And then like, by the way, I'm talking about the 84 version, never the remake of There on Elm Street. As you can see, my Freddy glove in the corner here. One of my favorite gifts ever given.
Also, your Jason mask right next to it.
Love it. Yeah. I'm a big horror fan. I love horror. So I also have no interest in, I never had an interest in King Kong. I never had an interest in, like Godzilla I loved as a kid. King Kong, I couldn't give a shit about King Kong. Hey, Freddy, can you watch my child soldiers for a bit?
I like that Mystery's logo is Rambo, so it looks like that's who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Rambo, the child soldier.
He's like, hey, Freddy, can you watch my child soldiers for a bit? So funny, Danky Kang. Who do you say? I say Godzilla because I think he's gonna fire breath. He's got a tail. I mean, just Kong. Unless you told me King Kong was like the Hulk that like every time it gets hurt, he gets stronger. They're like, all right, but it's like I had never heard of any of the electricity thing like ever, and you know, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So it's just is it going to be on HBO? I think it's going to be on HBO Max because there was a bunch of stuff on HBO. Like I think it's going to be on HBO Max.
Damn. That's exciting.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be on HBO Max. I think that's where it's coming out.
One thing we can all agree on, though, is I really hope it has a strong human component. Because mostly when I go see that movie, I want to see like awesome human characters who are like dealing with the fallout of these two giant monsters fighting.
Dude,
that's the main thing I like about Godzilla movies.
It's just like when they made the Godzilla movie, that was like the whole movie was basically the behind the scenes of the logistics of what happens when Godzilla like destroys. They're like, well, we have to talk to the bridge the bridge manager of infrastructure, and he's like, well, here's the thing. If a lizard crashes through the bridge will cost $2 billion. So we'll try to have him avoid the bridge. And then it just was like,
what about the power lines? Well, the power lines are a no-go, or they strengthen the monkey.
I speak for the power lines. We should cut them.
All right.
King Clan thinks Godzilla. Well,
you want to talk about Ninja or the Jungle Cruise?
Let's hop to this Mortal Kombat since we're on movies. Let's start with this first look at MK. Now I'm going to open up a page on this YouTube's of just some. It's just googly.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourselves. A boop, and it's just like here's the stills from the movie so far, and like I said, I'm just kind of pulling it up.
Wait, that Jax one?
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing about that. Now that's my Kano.
Yeah,
silver eye and everything. So it looks, so far they have like, it looks like, there's Sub-Zero is holding like Frost. There's one image that looks like a guy has like Scorpion.
Frost. Wait, Frost the character?
No. He's holding like ice. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I get it. I know what you're saying.
You get it. And then of course there's Jax. And immediately when I saw Jax, I was like, oh my God, he looks exactly like Steve Harvey. Like exactly. So then I was about to like tweet it, and I'm gonna pull up the image now so you guys see it. I was about to tweet it, and so he looks. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? That's what I don't understand.
Maybe Jax has a through line of asking people for a suggestion of something you'd put in your mouth.
We took a survey on how many rib cages are going to fall out of your body when you get exploded by Katana's kiss. How many you think? 5, 6? Well, Steve, we're gonna say 10 rib cages. Let's see. Let's check the board. 10 rib cages.
Like Scorpion hits him with the grapple hook. And he's like, "Get over here!" And Steve Harvey's like, "Yeah, okay. What? Get over here!"
Now I'm not getting anywhere.
Unbelievable.
The thing that's unbelievable about it's just when they cast the role. Number one, Jax has hair in the game.
Usually,
I don't think he was bald. He had like a short buzz cut hair. He had sometimes Jax had a mustache, sometimes he didn't. But no one shooting or casting this, not once, was like, hey Joanne, I know Joanne, he looks like Steve Harvey, Joanne.
All right, here's my fan theory.
Get rid of the mustache.
Whatever the accident was that he lost both of his arms in, he also lost his upper lip, so they had to replace it surgically with a mustache.
He's also about to tear that meatloaf in half he's holding. I don't know why he's going to tear that meatloaf.
There's enough meatloaf here for 2.
You found Mr. Ego's they with it because he's starring the Harvey biopic. Yeah, it's just he looks too much like Steve Harvey. I can't enjoy it. I'll be out of it. The whole movie, I'll just be like, that's Steve Harvey. He looks like Steve Harvey.
You remember when the Dark Knight Rises came out and everyone was like, they heard the Bane voice and they're like, oh, this is going to be really dumb. And then it turned out it was really dumb. Maybe it'll just be like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just finished the Dark Knight Rise. Like I've seen it before, but I watched it again last night. And like, just like Bane's so menacing. It's such a great character Tom Harvey did, but the voice stands out because it's so different. Oh, the Batman! Here he is, the Batman. Like, but it's like you can't place the accent because it's too weird.
Yeah,
but it's just like I don't know. I'd love to see Tom Harvey do Bane's voice without the mask on, so you could see a human do it. To be like, oh, it just seems too like it just seems too off and too weird.
Yeah,
but
I still like. It's a fun movie though. I think underrated. I had a good time. Tom Harvey, is that what you said?
Oh, Tom Hardy. Oh god,
guys, Steve Harvey and Tom Hardy had a baby, and he's gonna play both Bane and Jax.
Oh, I see the board is your ally. The survey. I was born in it, molded by it. You just adopted the survey. You just adopted the survey, Harvey.
I love. I saw an image of Kano, and it looks like they're not giving him the cool eye. They just have like these weird scratches around his eye.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna have like a cybernetic eye with maybe it's like a cybernetic eye and just like implanted in or something. I don't know. At least
Scorpion and Sub-Zero have their masks.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't do, they have to do that. Here's what I want from this movie, and I think this movie is going to be on HBO Max as well because I see when you watch like when I'm watching like trailers, or like you're about to watch show on HBO Max, I see like they'll have like blips of sorry, I keep fucking burping. It's disgusting. It's like I was trying to like talk and my burps are catching. It was so gross. Oh my god, Gus 53. Oh my god, it's Carlo.
Nice.
Wow.
I did not see Tenet.
I did. Yes, Carlo, call my cellular telephone and I'll answer.
Yo, dude.
It was, I just want, like, they have to just make it look like, just make it look like the characters, and it should be violent. If it's not a violent, like, show, then it's going to be poo-poo garbage. So let me see. Let's see if we get Carlo to call in. I did see Tenet. It's tough that you didn't see it, but we talk about it for like a minute with him and that. Tenet was pretty good. I just didn't get it, but I did see Tenet in the theater. It was the first time I went to the theater, I think maybe 4 months into COVID, and I gave myself I gave myself COVID at the theater. All right, hold on. This should work. Oh. Hey, dude. You're on the show.
Hey. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, how about that?
Hey, dude.
Well, how about that? How you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing as well as I can, man.
It makes me happy to see that you guys are still going, still producing.
Cranking. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to crank it at a crank out.
When are we going to get the other video?
Which one?
I only see you, DJ.
Ian has his camera, but it's just the lighting is so. It's just.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I basically look like a 9 foot tall, sexy vampire lady right now with how bad the lighting is.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was seeing things right. That's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it has. So we were talking about like the MK movie, and I was saying it has to be violent, which it should be, because it has to be. And then we skipped around. Oh, I went to Mystery goes. There's theaters in PA that are open. I don't know if they're open now, but it was like before indoor dining, everything got shut down. I went to the theater to see Tenet. And I told myself,
"Oh wow, you saw it in the theater."
I saw it in the theater, and I told myself this: number one, I'm in a part of Pennsylvania that's very it's very rural, and it's not like a massive city. And I went at 1 PM.
That's called all of it. That's called all of it.
Yeah, it's all of PA. And I went into it's called Movie Tavern, and the parking lot was empty. And I told myself, if I go in here, and I legit don't feel safe, like if there's people sitting behind me or next to me or whatever, I'm just going to leave. So they had 2 showings at Tenet, and it was like a 1 o'clock and a 1:05. So I got the 1 o'clock. I go in, they serve beer, food. I go, I was like 1 in the afternoon. I'm like, my baby's going to treat himself to a nice beer for this new thing. So I went in and I tried to order a beer, and the woman's like, I'm sorry, you have to order food in order to have a beer. And I'm like, okay. So I ordered like a Caesar salad. I'm like, I'll just take it home.
First of all, that's a great pairing for any beer. A Caesar salad. Perfect for dine-in theater experience. That's so I'm sure she said that's very classy, and you're right up.
Yeah, well, there was one of my favorite bars that instead of a bowl of mixed nuts, they had a bowl of Caesar salad, just all for an open public bowl. You just reach in and just pop some lettuce in your mouth like they do with the bowl of nuts.
That was like your early stand-up bits where you're like the homeless person asking for just food on the subway. Remember?
Oh yeah. What was the other thing? What do homeless vegans eat? They like newspapers or something like that.
No, it was yours. Was like it's like anything you have is fine. Some pasta, some.
I forgot about that. Some pasta.
You remember that? That was a good
no, that's because there was one time me and Mike went into a deli in.
Tell the joke. Tell the joke.
I don't remember it. It was like I know. Carlo, I swear to God, I don't remember. I remember where it came from. A guy went into a deli and he looked like a junkie kind of homeless guy, and he walked in and he was like,
junkie homeless guy? No, what is a junkie homeless?
A junkie, like on.
Junkie, like he had a stick and a bandana carrying his wares on his back.
Well, he did have a bindle with him, and the guy was like, let me get a half a pint of crab salad. And I thought it was the weirdest thing. The homeless guys eat crab salad. I'm like, wouldn't you want something like a sandwich? Anyway, I went to see Tenet. I walked in. There was no one in the theater. I was in there by myself. You had to wear a mask the whole time unless you're eating or drinking. I finished my beer. I walked back to the bar. Oh,
when you say that real quick, I just my thought popped in my head. Well, it's a public space, and then they're like encouraging you to
of course
just take your mask off and put stuff in it, you know?
Yeah, they're like, guys, be safe. Be safe, but remember, popcorn goes great with movies. And you're like, oh, the dish that you have, the dish that's the slowest food to eat on earth. Popcorn is the slowest food to eat on earth. So I drank my beer and I go, hi, can I have another Stella, please? And she was like, oh, you have to order food to get a beer. And I was like, well, I did have a Caesar salad in there. And she was like, no, every drink you have to buy food. What? I'm like, what? Dude, I had 6 Caesar salads sitting next to me. That's 6 Caesar salads. What did you want to say about Tenet? Because I thought the movie was very interesting, but again, I feel like it's like Inception. I have to see it like 2 or 3 times, and then I'm like, oh, cool. It was the time. Well, it was like a time-based movie. Like Inception was like dreams and reality, and then this was like time. I feel like he's just going to do all the Infinity Stones is what he's going to do.
He's gonna up to space, and it's gonna be fun. No, but you just talking about video game movies. It's been such a crazy year, and the last few years, everything's kind of growing in this direction of like Monster Hunter just came out. But anyway, talking about Mortal Kombat movies. Tenet for me, it's one of the most impressive films. And again, don't get me wrong. I watched the first time, and my eyes were rolling the back of my head. I was like, "Come on, stop!"
Oh,
what do I? Yeah, there's so much like plot heavy stuff that I'm like, no one can enjoy this. No one can enjoy this. Is this just for him? Nolan just to jerk off inside his own theater? I don't know.
It really was. You're right that it really was like there was like 6 times in the movie. I just was like, I don't know what's going on. It just was too. And then we're gonna do this, and then this, and then this. Then we do this, and I'm like, all right.
Well, now keep this in mind. Keep that what you just said in mind, because this is what it is. Tenet is by far, in terms of like video game movies, it is the perfect Metal Gear Solid movie that we will never get, because it's so plot heavy. Your eyes go in the back of your head when anyone tries to explain it. But then you're like, oh, the action scenes are cool. This is cool. What's going on? So for me, it was just such an enjoyable movie experience. The second, maybe third time. First time, I didn't want to.
Yeah, I want to.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was good to hear you.
It was hard for me to watch it. I was just full of so much beer and Caesar salads.
Oh my God.
I had a lot of roughage I had to pass through my system on top of mud. I was shitting out of my butt.
So, hey, Ian, you didn't see it. Do you want to see it? Are you going to see it?
Are you going to see it? Ian,
I'll get around to it.
I feel like these movies should just be released like as soon as possible. Like, I'm surprised Tenet's not. Maybe it's on like iTunes. You could buy it, but it was.
I think it's on there.
I thought it was good, but I definitely want to see it a couple more times. You know.
Yeah,
which would really good.
Well, I could tell for anybody out there who's really into Metal Gear Solid or like Splinter Cell, it definitely have a lot of those tones in it. But then it's like Christopher Nolan, it's like dream sequence style, like stuff that's confusing half the time.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm definitely gonna see it. That was awesome, dude. Thanks for calling in, Car. Don't be a stranger, and I miss you, bro.
Thank you, guys. You guys are doing great. Good job, Ian. Check you soon. See you guys on Twitch.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Game on, bro. Peace. Oh, what a great. Oh man, I really miss him. I really do. I miss him. I miss Crystal John. I
think the last time I saw Carlos was at the Overwatch World Championships a few years ago.
Oh my god, did you?
I ran into him there, yeah.
Did you see him? He was like, Overwatch this, and then he started.
Yeah. Yep. Confession time. Carlos is DJ Khaled.
Here's my favorite thing about Carlo. Everyone calls him Carlos, and he because it's Carlo.
Oh,
everyone constantly calls him Carlos, though.
Oh, whoops! Sorry about that, Carlo.
Oh, whoops! No, it's okay. He's not. He doesn't get mad. It's just like it's a funny thing that always happens.
I was in the front row. We got floor seats, and then it was just sort of like go sit where you want to sit. And no one was sitting near the front, so we weren't in the front row. We were like a seat, like a row or two back.
So did you see DJ Khaled do the Overwatch this? That wasn't that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, was it?
I saw him do it live. Yeah.
Oh my god, did everyone just boo him?
It was honest to God, like no one. The only person there who had any idea who he was Pat Williams, who was standing next to me, who was really into the music, and everyone else there was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, Gus is right. It was awkward AF.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's like buying GameStop stock.
Yeah. You want to get into the stock market?
Yeah, let's get into the stock. Let me tell you something. If you're enjoying the show, turn it off now because it's going to get real bad.
Okay, so I honestly don't have a perfect understanding of this story, but this is the short version. That's sort of how I understand it.
Give me the long and short of it, as they say.
So, okay, GameStop's price started going up, and it looked like it was getting getting shorted by a hedge fund, which is basically where you artificially you basically pay for the stock early, and then if it sells for higher later on, you make kind of the difference in profit, if that makes sense. So one of the things like psycho stock market people will do is they'll short sell a stock, which can put the company out of business because its valuation gets so screwed. So a hedge fund was doing that to GameStop, like, the same way they did to Toys R Us. We're going to kill the company. But this subreddit, Wall Street Bets, which is a big community of like weird Reddit people who are obsessed with the stock market, they were like, oh, wait a second, let's not just like short the stock, let's actually buy it all at these high prices. And it shot up like 1,400% in value in the past couple days. So now it's like actually they're making a ton of money for GameStop, and they're fucking over that hedge fund that was trying to short it. Like apparently the hedge fund is out like $2.5 billion.
Yeah, it was the share. It was like $10 for most of 2020. And then I found it in 2019, GameStop tried to buy and sell most of its pre-owned stock back to itself, thus sinking the price. So that's why it went down, because they tried to sell their pre-owned stock back to themselves. But thanks to people on the board, they were all Power Up Reward members. So the stock got up to 30,000 reward points a share. So you can buy a share for 30,000 reward points in GameStop. Now the stock is $12 to $22 a share, or 50,000 reward points a share, or an unopened copy of Marvel's Avengers. So that's what you can do with all that. By the way, speaking of Marvel's Avengers, recently traded it in to GameStop because I haven't played it in 4 months.
Do you want to hear how much it actually is worth right now?
Avengers?
GameStop stock.
Oh, how much is it? I know a friend of mine actually did purchase it, and then I made fun of him saying, "Let me know when Babbage's stock goes up."
Okay, so between September and August, it was anywhere from $5 to $10 from day to day.
Yep.
It's at $148 now.
I mean, is it not just gonna fall? Like
it is. It's definitely like it's being propped up by Wall Street's bets, putting all that fucking money into it. But for now, that those people who are shorting it, they have to sit on that difference. Like all the money they spent like at least $2 billion on trying to short it, and they're getting fucked on that.
So was it? I mean, so is it smart to buy it? Is it a smart move to buy GameStop stock, or
2 days ago it would have been? You never know. This is a point where I don't know, and I just stay hands off.
Oh, 2 days ago you would have. Oh, okay, but you're saying
it could shoot up another $100, or it could just crash tomorrow. It's just like it's a meme stock right now. It's literally like the price. It's really hard to figure out where the price is going to settle and when it's going to settle there. I think is the problem.
I mean, yeah, one of my friends went in deep for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like he
Mystery seems to know what he's talking about a lot more than I do. He says this is a short squeeze, so the end is impossible to predict.
Mystery, do you work for stocks? I don't know if you did or not. Maybe. The stock podcast.
The stock market's going to hear our analysis and be like, is this the kind of people who own GameStop stock? We got to sell it all. This is worthless.
Oh my God. 600 shares. How many copies?
Damn, dude. Way to go.
BioShock can you get with 600 shares? It's a weird, I don't know. I think it's a weird, the thing that's weird to me about the GameStop thing is like, it's brick and mortar stores. Like they're all going the way of the dodo, as I said before.
Do you want to know how many copies of BioShock you could get? I just did some quick math.
Please.
About 4,500.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like, is that's how I want to see those shares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Those are great shares.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, what do you mean?
You were going to say something really cool.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, check out those shares.
I'm going to share this on Facebook.
Pre-owned shares. I just don't know. I mean, it could go up. Like, listen, if you can make some money, like, excellent. But, I just think it's, like, I don't know.
By the time
we have a caller. You're live on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, who's this? Who do we have on the phone?
The name's Ray Cash. I got stock tips for you if you're willing to pay me for them.
Oh, yeah. Listen, on this show, there's nothing we love more than free advice.
And I think I've heard of you, Ray Cash. Aren't you a big stock guy?
Ray Cash. Yeah, I'm 95% responsible for this whole GameStop debacle.
Oh, it's a debacle.
Here's what I did. I called in some puts. I shorted some calls. I put in dollars into cents and pounds into euros. And I'm wheeling and dealing behind the scenes. Suddenly, Daddy's got his 401k into a 401c.
Your 401k is a 401c now?
Yeah, that's what happens when you triple your PLD. And then you quadruple your X21. And guess what? Just lost $3 million. And that's not bad. But guess what? Still up $7 million.
Wow. Ray, this is some great tips. I'm sorry. Can you say it slower? You're throwing a lot of stock jargon at us.
I talk as fast as I type, okay? And I think faster than I calculate. They call me the Whiz Kid. That's my name, the Whiz Kid.
The Whiz Kid?
So you guys want some stock tips? It's gonna cost you not an arm and a leg, but a nose and a hair.
All right. How about I give you a nose hair and we call it even? Would that work?
Even Steven, Mr. Pleven. Okay, so me and my friends on now. Wall Street Bets is kind of the mainstream version of what me and my boys do. We are actually Ball Street bets, and we're not on Reddit. We're on the E-Bombs World Forum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you our hottest tip, and here it is. Razor scooters. Now, I know what you're thinking. Razor scooters, obviously, right? Obviously. No, we're crashing the company. So I bet you have a lot of money in Razor scooters. You get that money out pronto. You're crashing the company.
Oh, okay.
You want to make a lot of money? Sell all the stock in Razor scooters right now.
Okay.
Too late.
What?
Razor scooters has just tripled in value.
Oh no!
Wait,
So we should
hold on. Are you giving us advice and then psyching us out after you're giving us the wrong advice?
Listen, I lie as quick as I type. I tell the truth faster than fiction.
Oh, cool. Okay, so what's another piece of advice? I think so. The Razor scooters was good, and now it's not good. Psych. It's good.
You want a piece of advice? How about I give you a whole wedding cake of advice? Okay.
Give me a wedding cake of advice.
All right. Segway scooters. You know, we all got a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
Keep your money. Hold, whatever you do, because we're going to be valuing that company to the moon. And your P2 ratios are going to be higher than your Z1 formulas.
I don't know what he's saying.
I don't know either, but I just put my entire
know what you're talking about.
I just put my entire retirement account into Segway scooters. I hope that was the right thing to do. That's kind of what I thought he said.
Is this Ian O'Keefe?
Yeah, that's me, Ray Cash. Huge
you just
fan.
Put your money right into my bank account. I gotcha. You just been cashed by Ray Cash.
Oh no!
Out. Shippy. So long, and thanks for all the news. Goodbye.
Oh no, that sucks. That's my retirement money.
Oh no!
I was going to turn my 401k into a 401c.
Well,
I just got Ray Cash apped.
You did got Ray Cash apped. I screwed up because I have a pizza fund and a bunch of money I keep to get pizza, and it's about $4,000, and I dumped it all in Razor scooters, and then I took it out and I kept it back in.
Oh, well, that's good.
Ray Cash, what a great name! I wonder if that's his Christian name.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with GameStop. It's a fun story.
It is a very fun story. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I do know one of my friends did it and did that.
Yeah, I think like some people have made like millions of dollars, which is insane. Have you heard about?
Have I heard? Go on.
Did you see the trailer for Resident Evil Village?
I did.
Or Village Resident Evil. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So what do you think about giant sexy vampire lady?
So it seems like from the trailer, it seems like there's going to be a lot more like weird magic or weird like stuff going on. But I mean, yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I'm kind of like give or take. Like, I don't know. I think it's neat.
She's freaky. If you like look in the trailer, like she has to like crouch and duck down to get through doorways. And then she has like two daughters who turn into insect swarms. One of them has like a Joker, like scars around her mouth, even like it looks like.
Oh yeah. I think she probably is like the daughter of like Nemesis or something like that. Like if she's that tall, you know.
Maybe. I feel like they've been sort of doing stuff outside of the world of just Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Umbrella.
Yeah, I said it.
I'm done. Yeah. Like I'd rather have weirder. I'm fine with an Umbrella. I'm fine with Umbrella like has made in the world they created, you know, the T-virus and stuff.
Right.
So I'm fine with like, I'd rather play stuff where Umbrella has ruined the world so much, and like this is the aftermath. Like this woman is the aftermath of it.
Yeah,
but wait, she's 6 feet. How tall is she supposed to be?
She's like 9 or 10 feet tall.
Oh my god! Where does she get clothes? John's big and tall. Or
tell me about it. Also, do you see the umbrella reference on her character model?
Let me see. No.
She has a very wide-brimmed hat, which is kind of like an umbrella. So I think.
Wait, is that a real thing, or did you make it up? That's fun.
It's a fan theory. It's my fan theory, and I stick.
Or fan theories that. Okay. Well, she also has pearls on her neck, which are like raindrops, and umbrellas.
Oh, yeah.
The rain.
Yeah, Resident Evil reference. That's really cool.
It's really good.
That's a great fan theory.
Oh, also, here's another fan theory: is there's a carpet behind her. And Umbrella took place in a house, and houses have, you guessed it, carpets.
Yeah, man, this one looks fun. Everyone's excited about it. Everyone was in love with Tall Vampire Lady up until GameStop came up on the internet. So the memes move quick around these parts.
Oh,
Keep it up or you'll get left in the dust, kiddo.
Yeah, you really got to keep up when you're in the meme game. You got to keep up. What is her name? Does she have a name? Elvira.
She does have a name, and it's beautiful. Lady Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu?
Dimitrescu, it looks like.
Oh.
I also like this because it's super similar to like the One Zone in Shadowlands, which I've been playing all the time. Revendreth, where it's like just these like old faded Gothic architecture, like lots of things like velvet and like wilted flowers, like that sort of atmosphere. She's very much in line with that.
Well, it's also like in the trailer, they keep mentioning the main character.
Yeah.
Jill Sandwich when you can have a sexy vampire buffet. Nice guess.
I want a Caesar salad after looking at her.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you what, my mouth is watering for a nice wet Caesar salad.
Extra dressing. Like take the normal amount of dressing, quadruple it.
I soak it. Let me tell you something. Do you know what I do?
No croutons. They just soak up the delicious Caesar.
No. Here's what I do with Caesar salad, everybody. I'm going to give you a little life hack right now. What I do is I like to take it into a Tupperware bowl, and I fill that thing full of dressing, and then I drizzle the salad over it. And I basically turn it into kind of like a dressing soup. It's really good.
It's a very good meal.
It's one perfect meal.
I like to microwave the Caesar dressing, make it a little above room temperature before
so it becomes chowing down. So it becomes a nice
warm milky
seedy Alfredo milk soup.
A nice warm milky fish soup. That's how I like to think of it.
Next time I'm eating salad and someone goes past the ranch, I'm gonna go, "Oh, you want milk in your salad?" And I just want to see them never eat ranch again. You want milk in your salad? Oh God. So the thing with Resident Evil, she also TJ makes Caesar salad shakes for the gym when he goes. I do a shake of Caesar salad and I mash it up
with a little bit of Parmigiano.
Parmigiano. So in the trailer, they keep mentioning the main character's name. They mentioned it like twice.
He was the guy from Resident Evil 7.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah.
And they keep mentioning him because I think the storyline is maybe you have a history with these people, with these weird vampire families.
Ooh.
I don't even know if she's a vampire. She doesn't have fangs. We didn't see her suck blood.
No.
Maybe she's just an asshole. Maybe she's just a tall asshole.
She could. I mean, yeah, maybe she is. I mean, it looks neat. I mean, it's just like I'm interested. I like that it's in the world that it's outside of like it's not just Umbrella in the same rote garbage.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm happy about it. I mean, I think it looks neat. What's it going to be on next Jennifer?
No, they've decided to do something a little cool. They're only releasing it on Philips CDI. I think that's a really cool idea.
Is it Las Plagas, Mr. ES? That's a great question. Maybe it is. Las Plagas I liked. I mean, it should be on next-gen systems, I think.
Is it Las Plagas?
Punk Rock Cool Guy. Oh, my God.
It says it's just, all I can see is it says it's a mysterious village.
I mean,
is Las Plagas where Resident Evil 4 took place?
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome. What a cool setting for a game.
I mean, it really was. It felt completely different.
Yeah, that's one of the things I liked about it so much is I always like Resident Evil. It's just if it's only zombies and it's only Umbrella Corporation, it's like they started to get a little stale. So I'm glad they shook it up.
It gets a little.
Oh, it's the disease. It's not the place.
The disease in 4,
where they had those like weird parasites coming out of their head.
Yep. So then, we should end on this fun story about this beautiful man.
Ooh, that's a bad picture of him.
Of course, that's why I found it.
Las Plagas is where you gamble your GameStop bucks. I've invested what little liquid cash I had into Ninja. I took a Wall Street bet on him that he wouldn't say or do anything controversial.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hope I win.
I mean, I hope you do too. I'll tell you what. Now, usually let me say this. When I have kids, I am going to never parent them. I'm going to sit them in front of streamers, and I'm going to let the streamers parent my child.
That's smart, because who will know better
than a streamer? I mean, who knows better than a random luck of the draw 20-something who plays games that babies play and then makes money?
He also does dances to anime songs.
He also dances. So this is Ninja. He's a streamer.
He's got to be doing well. I mean, I know it's blurry, but look at how fucking chock full of Red Bull his fridge is.
I mean, it's so disgusting. Number one, how come his fridge doesn't pop the sound system like mine does? Chock full of Red Bull. This is what he really looks like. He actually has an Instagram filter over his face every time he's playing on live. But this is what Ninja looks like. It's like, this is the kid that in high school would always go, actually, and then say something, and you're like, I hate you so much. But I found this thing that he's like, he says, quote, it's not his job to teach kids about racism and white privilege. So because a bunch of kids watch his stream, I guess like I couldn't read the whole. I didn't have time to read like the whole story. I read as much as I could about it, but it was just like, it's the thing with like, if you have this much like eyes on you and kids are watching you, is it your responsibility to, is it your responsibility to parent these kids or teach these kids? But it's like, no, it's not. For once, I agree with him. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like you, as a parent, like it's your responsibility to do that. He goes, quote, but it all comes down to parenting. Ninja said, you want to know who your kid is? Listen to him when he's playing video games, when he thinks you're not number one. Why is it only a boy, Ninja?
Because there's no girls on the internet. Ninja also famously doesn't play games with girls.
Yes. And what was that whole controversy? Wasn't it something because like
he didn't want people to think he was dating them?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was something to that effect that like people thought like they would, when he would play with women, that if he said any kind of like any remarks to them, even women he was friends with, and it seemed flirty or he was just being nice, the internet would go rampant, be like, oh my God, they're fucking, oh my God. And then I would imagine his wife or girlfriend, or I don't know if he's or boyfriend, or I don't know if he's gay or straight. I
think he might be married.
So I think his wife, I guess if he's married, would would cause problems, because then I guess his wife would go, are you screwing Twisted 6'5"? You know what I mean? It's some
that clown rapper. Are you fucking that clown rapper Twisted?
Some stupid streamer girl's dumb name. So it's like, and I guess like probably got to a point where he was like, dude, I'm just not playing, with girls anymore.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, to me, the long and short of it is, if you have a solid relationship with your significant other, it shouldn't matter. Because
I don't know, TJ. I wouldn't let you play games with Ninja. He'd steal you away from me. That would make me a KB toy.
But but you'd have to trust me. I mean, I wouldn't Listen, me and Ninja are just friends.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
So I can watch one of the streams one time. That's okay.
No, don't waste your time. Don't.
Well,
don't.
You always lock the door when you're streaming with Ninja. And
Yeah. Well, yeah, just because, like, sometimes we're talking about private things.
Ugh. TJ, you better not be trying to teach Ninja's followers about white privilege and racism.
Well, I'm trying, of course. I'm trying to, yeah, I try to teach them all about racism. Constantly. Horrible. Right.
We hate to see it, folks.
We hate to see it, but we love to watch it go. I don't think it's Ninja's. It's not his responsibility, but it's also like, I don't know, man. What are you going to do? Like, you're making money. Like,
I know. If you ever, at the end of the day, if you have a problem with your kid watching Ninja, yeah, I don't know. What are you doing? You're their dad or mom.
Okay, so he goes, quote, if they're gaming and their first interaction with racism, so this is where it comes from. Children are watching his stream. The chat is extremely toxic.
Right.
Okay. So I think to me, it's like, so that's interesting because it's like, well, you can't turn the chat off because he makes money, interacts with the fans, but I don't know why isn't it moderated better? So this is what he said. If they're gaming, I would imagine he's talking about children, and their first interaction with racism is one of their friends saying the N-word, and they have no idea what it is. What if it was on my stream? Ninja asked. Is it my job to have this conversation with this kid? No, because the first thing that's going on in my head is this kid is doing this on purpose to troll me. If someone says a racial slur in someone else's stream, it can potentially get the streamer banned. It's awful. That's the first thing I think of. Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, it's a whole different world. He goes, I don't think it's gaming. I think it's internet culture. People are behind the screen. He's a very valid point. Right now, me and you, I'm talking shit about him. And if, I would never say it to his face. I would kiss him if I saw him in person.
No.
Saying what?
No.
What? What do you mean?
No. You accidentally let it slip, TJ.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love Tyler Blevins.
No, it's just, I don't know what you mean. By the way, I'm going to have my door locked from 11 to 12. Just leave me alone for a few minutes. I'm studying for a test. Yeah, that's it. A test. Yeah, it's a test.
Okay, I trust you.
Sure. Good. Thank you. It's an edging test. So what I'm going to do is, oh, you missed that? All right, cool. So yeah, it's not his responsibility, but I think it's like, it's the same thing. If I don't know, man, the internet is the cesspool of just truck sludge. It's just,
yep.
Don't have your kids online, man. I don't know. Sit next to your kids when they're watching streamers, or you know what Twitch should do? I'll tell you what Twitch. I have an idea. Here's a solution. Twitch should make, when you go to someone's channel, that you can close the chat and lock the chat. And so if, maybe that's a parental
controls.
Yeah, like a parental control that on comments and chat is disabled on Twitch, and you can just watch the video. That way you could lock it, and then you could throw your kid, you could throw your fat little troll in a basement and then have him watch all the Ninja he wants. Because Ninja's very talented and just,
Stop it.
What do you mean?
He's just regular talented.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty, it's impressive what he did. He built an empire and,
Abandon your kids to the internet. Let them get human trafficked or fall in love with Ninja. Same difference. Right on, Carlo.
It is right on. But, it's not his responsibility. I think, like with parents, I think you need to just, you got to parent your kid, man. You got to.
Also, like, we have that many millions of viewers. It's like, that's probably a Twitch problem at that point. Like, if there's that much racism on the site, like, there should just be better filters, or I don't know.
I mean, or moderate. Like, why are these sneaking by? Or moderate. Or people like doing, like, are they like changing the word? So it's like N exclamation point, and then the rest of that terrible word, like, but I don't have kids shouldn't be on the internet unsupervised until they're like 13 or 14. Like, my kid's not going to know what the internet is until he's 14.
I'm going to teach him.
Oh, dude,
I'm going to say, you want to watch your daddy stream with Ninja? Then let's see how innocent your behavior is.
Oh, wait. Ninja said he'd stream with me? What do you mean?
TJ wants to say be 13 again and have this level of internet. It's so true.
If I was 13 with this level of internet, forget it. I would have a constant right arm cramp, and I wouldn't be able to bear children after ruining my own loins.
Beautiful. Thank you, TJ.
And on that note, what a fun show we had, Mr. Ian. Ian, if I was in a chat and I wanted to write a bunch of racial slurs and then tag it with, I heard this on this Twitter handle.
Don't do mine. Don't do mine.
I'll
tell you guys my handle so you make sure not to do it there.
Oh yeah, if I want to see the most squeaky clean non-racial Twitter handle, where would that makes sense.
Go to @RexSaucy, and I have disgusting jokes up there, but I don't do racial jokes.
No, you don't. It was me trying to do a fun segue that just didn't work.
TJ. It sucked.
It did suck.
I almost got canceled.
I almost got you canceled. They wouldn't even looked. They would have found one dirty thing you wrote that was like dirty and just been like, perv. You could follow me at TJ Del Reno. You could follow the show at Unlimited SXM. You could follow the show Unlimited Lives Radio on all sorts of channels. And we are always live on Tuesdays Eastern Standard Time on this Twitch channel, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you so much. We'll see you soon. See ya. Can I call you Ninja?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Ninja.
Oh, hey, Ninja. Listen, God, I can't believe I found you in this Walgreens. Hey, so here's the thing. This is my son, Chipwich. Okay.
Is he named after ice cream sandwich?
Oh, I don't know what those are. So it's a family name, Chipwich. So my son Chipwich, here's the thing, Ninja. Can you explain to him where babies come from? I know you're in this Walgreens, but it's your duty to parent these children. So please explain to my son Chipwich where babies come from.
That's fine. I'm just gonna need some money up front. I charge for this.
Sure. How much GameStop stocks can I give you?
50,000 credits if you have player boost. Otherwise, 80,000.
Oh, I knew I should have got that player boost. All right, here you go. I just let me just Venmo that.
Thanks, sucker. I'm actually Ray Cash, and I'm out of here already.
Oh my God, Chipwich, you're never gonna know where babies come from.
Ah, damn it.
Sorry, son. You'll have to wait till you're 48 like your father.
Like then I could go on the internet, right? I can't believe I have to wait 2 whole years.
Yes, you do, son. What a fun show, everybody.
Beautiful.
Ray Cash that bastard.
Got Ray cashed.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I want to see how I could see the viewers. Billy boo, because I want to say a thank you.
You want to send a raid over somewhere?
Does anyone want to get raided? How do I want to see who the Chitty Chat people are. Upload a logo. Oh, whoops. Well, thank you all for watching, Mr. E.
Thanks, Deej. I'll see you next week.
Yes, you will, buddy. Have fun raiding, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Be safe. Have a great time. And stay safe out there, y'all. See ya.